teenager who was having sex, all the dudes and bitches, like that was everyone's line. Like, I want to have your baby. I never said that shit because I thought it was stupid.
Listen,
but everybody I know, like that was a thing.
Oh, see, that wasn't. That must have been regional, or maybe that's. Keep in mind, I did. Welcome to another episode of Love, Lust, and Badass Soul. We want to say what's up to our beautiful lusties. I'm CEO Haize, and I'm joined by my partner in crime, my ace boon coon, whatever people want to call it. That's my heart. What's going on, lady?
Hey, what's happening?
I see you just got out of jail, so you know we're gonna respect that for you. How was your 24 hours of lockup?
Good, I guess.
Nah,
funny.
Lady been working her ass off lately. We had I guess you could call it an impromptu business meeting on Saturday, but I'm getting to see behind the scenes of Ladi Haize now. Your ass is working your ass off. I respect it. I love it.
Yes, and I made a lot of sales today.
Are you coming in town for the comedy show this weekend?
Oh shit, that is this weekend, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I knew you was gonna forget.
I knew you said the 24th, but it didn't dawn on me that the 24th was this weekend.
Fine. You know what? Especially with everything, I know you've been busy. If you can't make it this month, that's fine. It's every month, so I need to see your ass here next month, though.
Next month you're coming here.
True. Okay, is there only one day in next month? I'm just saying.
No. Yeah.
But
we'll work it out.
We got a great show planned.
You like my new setup?
What? Oh, that's in the corner. I noticed that. That's nice. She's going places. I like it.
Yeah, that way you can see this and this, and my little Tina Marie.
You're in the corner.
Trying to pull it
so it's all good. But
all right, let's go.
We got a good show planned for you guys this week. The first thing that I wanted to talk about, and I when I put this on the list, I didn't realize that this was mainly a Midwest / Ohio thing. Because keep in mind, I'm fairly new to Ohio. It makes sense to where I only heard about it a few years ago myself. This Sweetest Day bullshit. Do you know what that is, lady?
What is that?
See, I'm glad.
It sounds like Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So okay, apparently, Sweetest Day is supposed to be the male version of Valentine's Day, where it's focused on the men. Like I said, it's a Midwest, mainly Ohio thing. Where I came from before this, we had Steak and Blowjob Day, which was a completely different day than.
Well, that's everywhere.
Exactly, that's everywhere. But my thing is, this is what I don't like about people commandeer dates. Like I think me and you talked about it before, but we live in this era now where like every month's a different month for another culture or whatever. Like it's just a bunch of shit going on. Now, Sweetest Day, I did my research. It actually started off, a man created it in which he gave time and he volunteered for orphan kids. That's where it started at. How that got turned into a day now for men, as far as like giving them something to show them that that the man's your sweetie. I guess I get it, because Valentine's Day has become so focused on the women in our lives. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. For me, it's like I don't. Nobody give me no Sweetest Day bullshit ever. Like I don't want that shit. You keep that shit. I don't want it. What do you think about the concept of it?
I think you need to stop being so hard all the time. Soften up a little bit.
What do you mean?
If your woman wants to give you some Sweetest Day stuff, accept it, say thank you, and keep it fuck moving.
Because this is my concept on it. If you make me feel appreciated every day, I don't need that bullshit. It's not even about being hard.
Yeah, but I can make you feel even more appreciated on your one day a year.
Okay, whatever. Listen. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Just go with it.
I don't need that bullshit. But that's what I wanted to talk about with you before we start. I like to have something before we get into the shits and giggles. There was something else that came up that I wanted to bring up to you, and I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Free Tory.
Listen, that nigga is not getting. Listen, either way, that's the thing. So with the whole Tory thing, whether, and I think I texted you this earlier when we were talking about it, is that I don't think we're ever going to get the full truth, because I think before it can even get to a full blown trial, he's going to plead out. The fact that if he's even admitting that he accidentally discharged a weapon, what happened?
He's going live tonight at 8 and it's 7:49.
even if he is because I mean he's not disputing that the gun discharged. All he's basically saying is that he didn't mean to shoot her, if I'm not mistaken. Discharging a weapon in public in Los Angeles carries up a sentence of 3 to 4 years. He's doing some time. I think what's going to happen personally.
Okay, but listen.
What
if what I sent you earlier, which was my theory that I told you before, really happened and 2 people were fighting over the gun and it accidentally went off? Don't you think that both of those people that were fighting over it should both do time as opposed to just...
who brought the gun? Who brought the gun? Whoever brings the weapon is going to be the one to go, because
it's not whoever shot the gun, because I can bring a weapon and you can shoot it. But if they can prove that you shot it, then you're the one going to jail. I'm still getting time.
You're still going to jail in that case because you brought the weapon into public. The thing is that in the state of California, and especially in this case, it's not even that they're not even saying that she discharged it. It was that they were fighting over it in the story that you sent me, and it got discharged. But because it can't be proven and he introduced the weapon, he still carries that minimum that maximum of 3 to 4 years. He's doing some time in this case. He's not getting out of doing any time.
Okay. He didn't shoot her though.
You don't know.
Again, my theory of no one purposely pointed a gun at Megan and shot her is still that's not going away. Free Tory.
Hey, I mean, you have the right. You have the right to your opinion on that. But shot in both your feet, it's kind of hard to discharge a weapon in each foot.
This is the other thing. She wasn't shot. It grazed her. There's no holes in her feet. There are no holes in this chick's feet. There's no official hospital discharge papers. They said the child went to urgent care and got stitched up.
I guess.
Now tell me what urgent care going to treat a bullet wound, like a full-blown bullet wound.
For a celebrity, most of them.
No, she would have went to the hospital.
I'm telling you, I get what you're getting at. I just don't subscribe to the same thing you subscribe to. Tori's doing time, fam. He's gonna be the little man on campus. But I guess we'll see. Right.
I'm still pumping his music. He'll be mad at me because I post his stuff on my stories and I repost and retweet.
You said somebody got mad at you?
Especially on Twitter. Twitter people is a whole nother breed, okay? Everybody got Twitter fingers on Twitter. Ew, why you repost him? Ew, you a black woman. You don't think that he shot her? No, nigga, I don't. Now
my Twitter's been in complete shambles. Over the weekend, over the weekend, since I posted those 2 mini photo shoots, I have gained well over 400 followers. So now it's just like, it's fucking crazy. My Twitter has been in complete and utter shambles. Like seriously, like for that whole day after I posted, this isn't for anyone who's listening. This is not to sound cocky at all. I'm not saying whether the pictures look good or whatever. That's for you to determine.
Even though you are.
Since those pictures got I still am getting notifications of it being retweeted. I'm still getting likes on that same shit. So there was a day in which somebody, I think it was Dan, somebody posted something from their podcast and asked my opinion on it. I did not see the notification because it got so caught up in other notifications. They had to DM it to me a day later, like, hey, bruh, damn, I was trying to get your opinion on it. I'm like, fam, I swear to God, I did not see this notification.
I don't even be on Twitter like that. I be forgetting that I got it on my phone half the time. Plus, I be doing other shit. I be busy. I say good morning sometimes to Twitter. I might randomly text something throughout the day, something that I know I can't put on Instagram or Facebook. Mm-hmm. But I do like the fact that Twitter does not, they don't block you from saying or posting anything. I like that.
Yeah, they don't censor you
unlike
on Facebook.
Other two platforms. Yeah.
Yeah, It was I posted my podcast, with the Awakened Soul, the promo for it. And in the description, I mentioned politics. And Facebook sent me a thing back saying that they wouldn't allow my post unless I removed the word politic from it. Like my thing is that we live in a society and in a world where politics are more focused and more important than ever before. So now you're limiting people to even say the word politics? That's just crazy to me, man. That's why I see why people...
It's that white boy Zuckerman that owns it, being all fucking sensitive and shit. He's so sneaky. I don't understand why we even still use Facebook.
He looks like a rat. Like, seriously, if you took a picture of somebody that and you were like, I need a picture of someone who always looks like they're up to something sneaky. Zuckerberg's face is the perfect example of that. And it's extremely punchable. Like, you could just imagine somebody beating the shit out of Zuckerberg, and this is why he acts the way he does now. He's like the kid that took the ball home after he lost a basketball game so nobody else can play, because now it's just like, you know what, you motherfuckers bullied me, I'm gonna bully you. You can't say this word. Fuck y'all. Like, that's just what he's doing.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I need our Black people to come together and create our own social media platform. That's what I need.
Yeah. Well,
that would be awesome.
You got Diddy creating Black political parties, which nobody trusts fucking Diddy.
Nobody listening to Diddy.
That motherfucker.
He don't even pay his people, yet alone. Like, go somewhere.
Let's move on. Because I can go on that shit all day. You know, that's my fucking wheelhouse. Let's get into the topics for this week. We caught up for you guys. You guys are all caught up on the goings on of Ladi Haize over the course of the week. Let's get into the fuckery. This first question was actually put in the DMs because somebody wanted to hear us talk about this, and my exact response, and I screenshot this to you after we finish recording now, so you can see it. And you be like, "Hey, you a crazy motherfucker." My exact response after somebody sent this topic was, "Why do you want to see me and Lady go to fuck off? Like, why do you want to put us in a situation where we go to fuck off?" So the question that was submitted to us is, could you accept a child that came from your significant other cheating on you?
Significant other. What kind of significant other? A husband or just a boyfriend?
See, that's
a whole different type.
Because if it's just a girlfriend, I'm up out of there. The only time I could ever consider it is if we were fucking married. Like, that's the only time that I would even remotely consider it. And even then, I'm probably up. Like, let me just be honest with you. I'm probably up. And you know how like some men want their women to accept cheating and then they can't accept it. I'm not even with that. If I have a child outside of my motherfucking marriage and I come to my wife when I get married again and say, "Hey, look, this is what happened," I'm going to come with that saying, "I already got your shit packed up. I understand you're going to leave. Or do you want me to leave? Which one we leaving?" Because I don't expect that shit. I
would punch you in the throat. Yeah. If you say we were married and you came to me and told me that you had a baby on the way and you already packed
that's why I corrected myself and I said my shit would be packed.
I would punch you in the face on the spot. I wouldn't think twice about it.
Oh man, that would be hilarious.
First of all, you got a baby on the way and you gonna touch you get out. This is my house now. What is you talking about? You and that baby and that woman go find somewhere else to live.
Oh man, but let me say this seriously. All jokes aside, I know we have fun with it. The people that do accept that situation and then they accept the child and don't treat the child any different, or they're able to stay and have, because I know, and I'm not gonna mention any names. I do know someone in this case that this happened, and then they raised it, like the mother basically dropped the baby off to the father after she had it and was up, and so the wife and the husband stayed together and raised the kid together throughout the kid's whole life. So like the people who can do that shit they are tapped into God in a way that I have not reached yet, because every fucking time I would look at that kid and then look at my significant other and be like, "You motherfucker," and then don't let the kid grow up and then get smart with me, because I'm fucking you and that kid up, because you the reason this motherfucker getting smart with me right now. Fuck that. I'm not spiritually mature enough.
If I accept it and you have lived with me half the time or all the time, I'm beating ass, because I'm your parent too, motherfucker. I've been here since you were born, okay? So all three of us is disciplining here.
And then could you imagine if they
And
have
there
the
ain't no
nerve to say, you ain't my mama no way. Yeah, I ain't your mama because your mama and your daddy was hoes. That's why.
I won't go that far. I'd be like, I'm one of your mamas. God damn it.
That shit is deep, man. You know.
Yeah, no. It would have to be a husband for me to even consider it.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Sorry.
That's like I said, mental and spiritual maturity on a level that my ass has not gotten to yet. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm so motherfucking petty at times. Let me buy a PlayStation 5 and she be like, we didn't have money for that. Well, we didn't have money for you to come in this motherfucker with another baby, and look at how the fuck that happened. We made that shit happen. Shut the fuck up.
That's the thing. If I accept it, I don't want to keep talking about it over and over again, because it's just gonna keep bringing up old feelings. Just if I'm accept it, I gotta accept it, and I gotta move the fuck on.
Yeah.
Like, it shouldn't come up more than
You're right. If you do accept it, you should only accept it in the sense that at that point you have to let it go and move on and adapt the new normal. But that's why I'm saying I'm not at that motherfucking place, and I'm up. Somebody got to be up.
You know what I would consider if I didn't want to leave my husband at the time that he told me. It would just become an open marriage at that point. You did you had a baby out of it. I'll be back. It's Friday. I see you Sunday night. I'll be back.
Damn. Oh shit. You cutting it deep. God damn. I love you, lady. I love you fucking ruthlessness.
I'll let you know if I fully accept it when I get back.
Oh man.
Have a good time.
Listen, I guess I'll wait because we're in the groove of things now. I got on my Black Lives Matter shirt. I got a story to tell about that. I'll tell it at the end of the podcast. So remind me, lady, before we go home. All right. Topic number 2 for this week. Are ultimatums okay in a relationship? Are you okay with being in a relationship with somebody? Let's say it's serious. Most of the topics we talk about here, unless we say otherwise, are if you're in a serious committed relationship. Because I'm telling you, if somebody comes to me with an ultimatum and we at the talking stage, again, you can go the fuck home. But ultimatums in a relationship, you're in a relationship 2-3 years and they come with do XYZ or we're done. What do you think about using ultimatums in a relationship?
I'm not totally against it. It depends on what it is. Okay. If it's going to be beneficial for us as a couple or our family or our situation, and what you're doing isn't, then yeah, this is what we're going to do, or I'm stepping. Like, I don't think they're all bad, depending on what it.
So do you think that though can cause people to be rebellious because you're giving an adult an ultimatum?
If you gotta be child enough to be rebellious, then I don't want to stay anyway.
That's a good motherfucking point. Shit. I've said this before.
You're being childish. Go stand in the corner.
I've said this. I don't care how
I wouldn't have to give your ass the ultimatum if you knew what you was doing and you was doing the right thing in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I've said it before. Don't give me no motherfucking ultimatum, because I guarantee you gonna wind up with your feelings hurt. Because my thing is can't nobody try to threaten me with shit. I am happy on my motherfucking own. Maybe younger Haize would be like, all right, well, maybe listen. You can't give me no motherfucker. Like you said, let me not use that as a blanketed statement. But if you're just trying to give me an ultimatum to stop me from doing something that isn't hurting our family and our relationship, and you just don't want it to happen. For example, let me say we're podcasting, for example. Let's say that I'm with someone. Me and you are going to do we're planning to try to do live shows again if the world is open back up in 2021, which at this rate with a new spike, it doesn't look like may happen. But let's just say it is. And I'm with somebody, I'm in a committed relationship, and they are fearful of the attention that I get on live show. And they're like, well, if you go do this live show, we're done. We done then. You're not finna, in my business, in something that I'm doing in my brand and that I'm building, you're not finna give me an ultimatum just because you're insecure. Now, if you say, hey, I'm feeling uneasy about this, what can we do to fix it? That's different. That's not an ultimatum. You're now making me a part of the problem that you're having. But if you giving me an ultimatum in that case to say either you just don't do it because I don't want you doing it, or we're done, we done it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Period point.
Because in that instance, you came into my situation knowing how I felt about my business. Don't ask me later on down the line about no ultimatums. Like, don't give me no ultimatum.
Yeah.
You knew this is what it was. You accepted it. Now it sounds like you don't accept it. That sounds like a personal problem.
Shit ain't got shit to do with me. That's some shit you going through. But yeah, so it's like, and I would never, and I think ultimatums, I mean, in the situation that you gave, I kind of understand it, but generally I feel like ultimatums more times than not come when somebody can't communicate effectively their actual issue. So because rather than do that, they give an ultimatum because they just don't know how to verbally communicate it. We got to have better communication for you to give me an ultimatum on something. Like if something's bothering you,
well,
go ahead.
I feel like it's that, but I feel like most people use it in a sense to get something that they want. Like, I want you to do this, so if you don't do this, then this is what's gonna happen. Like, it's not all about you. It's a very selfish, most people use it in a very selfish way.
Yeah.
But again, not all of them are bad, so it's all in how you use it.
You have to wait. Listen, I'm not fucking, fuck that. You guys got my opinion on that. Fuck it. Let's move into topic number 3. This one is, and this is a fun one. Is talking during sex a requirement or a turnoff? Where do you lie with that, lady? We haven't talked about some real freak shit in a minute, so this isn't real freaky, but I kind of like the fact that this came up. What do you think about it?
When I was younger, I hated it because I was like, why the fuck are you trying to hold a conversation with me and we're having sex? Like, don't ask me whose is it. Don't ask me how my day was. Don't ask me if it's good. Like, don't ask me shit. Just do your job so we can finish. But as I got older, I do like it. But it's all in what you say and how you say it.
See, and I think maybe I got like weirded out about it early because you remember I started having sex first. It was with somebody much older, and she would just say weird fucking shit like, does it make your dick hard, babe? Like, nigga, I'm fucking you. Clearly my dick is hard already. What the fuck are you asking me? Does it make me hard for? Or like stopping in the middle of giving me head and trying to talk dirty to me. Bitch, if you don't put the motherfucking dick back in your mouth and leave me the fuck alone instead of trying to talk nasty to me, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care one way or another. Me personally, during sex, for me, I enjoy hearing the sounds of sex. I enjoy hearing the moans, the gasp for air, the smacking. Like, I enjoy hearing that. So for me, if somebody's not talking during sex, it's no big deal or not, because if I want to hear someone finna smack your ass, or choke the shit out of you, and then never mind. But
well, you're not a big talker in general, so it really. Well, see, I'm not surprised that it transfers over to.
Well, I'm not talking about me talking during. I'm talking about even the other person talking. Like me, as far as me talking during sex, very minimal shit you get from me during sex. It's
I don't even see you responding back very much. Like,
I'm the silent assassin.
Oh, that's funny.
I ain't got it, man. I really, and it's not a turnoff for me. It's definitely not a turnoff. Let me say that. It's not a turnoff at all. It's just like, it's not anything. Honestly, it's not nothing that I look for or that turns me off. I guess it's just something that just honestly doesn't register for me. Then I guess if that's what we're talking about. So, but if you smack that dick against your tongue and I hear that, listen, that's the only sound effect I need. I'm good on that shit. And you know what? You know what? A weird thing.
Deacon Haize, get it together.
And I was about to say something that probably would have grossed a couple of people out. I'm just gonna leave that to myself. But you know that and you like, well, you've done. Let me not say you like it, because I think you've done it, but I don't know if you care for it one way or another as far as like a need. but the sound a woman makes when you get in from the back and you unexpectedly stick your thumb in her ass, that little half moan / what the fuck, I live for that shit.
Yeah. What? I mean, I don't think I do. I don't know. I don't think about it. I don't know if I'm on or not.
Before we end this and go into the break, what's the craziest thing somebody said to you during sex?
Can I have a key now? And after that, I made him go home. And I blocked him and stuff. And he found me on Instagram and he told me that I was fucked up and I blocked him. I opened it so he made sure that I saw it and then I blocked him.
Were y'all dating for him to say, give me a key now?
No.
It was just sex?
No. We were getting to know each other and it was sex for the first time.
You said that the first time y'all had sex.
He had joking, like he had came to my apartment. He had jokingly mentioned, because, you know, I'm kind of bougie. So, you know, I got the fireplace and the stainless steel and all that. So he's like, you got a nice place. I might have to move in here. So I'm like, And then we're having sex, which I wasn't planning on doing, but whatever. And then I guess he thinks he's doing a great job. And so in the midst of pumping, he's like, so can I have a key now? And I was like, what?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it's so funny because his living situation was not the best. I was like, he one of them niggas. I never came across one of them niggas, but I finally came across one.
A homosexual? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. The dick wasn't that great for no.
That is hilarious.
Nope.
Jesus Christ. I told you the weirdest thing somebody's ever had sex said to me during sex, and this was sophomore year in high school. This motherfucker said, I want to have your babies. And I immediately was fucking I was 16. I think I was 16 fucking years old. And I was just...
That was weird even at 16?
Hell yeah, that's weird at 16. Why wouldn't that be weird at 16? For somebody to say, I want to have your babies. I'm a kid.
Every teenager who was having sex, all the dudes and bitches, like that was everyone's line. Like, I want to have your baby. I never said that shit because I thought it was stupid. But everybody I know, like that was a thing.
See, that must have been regional, or maybe that's. Keep in mind, I did. Oh man, I'm trying to think what else. I've gotten some crazy, but see, I do crazy shit. So some of this shit isn't too crazy for me personally. Like the time I stuck a knife handle in somebody's ass, but she asked for that. But that wasn't weird because knife play was her shit. Knife play was her shit, so that wasn't that weird. That's why I'm saying like some of this shit isn't. It probably weird to y'all, but it wasn't weird to me.
You're weird.
Somebody told me during sex, let me know when you come because I want to suck the cum out the condom. That shit was unattractive as fuck too. That shit was weird.
Oh,
some people have said.
Hope you didn't kiss her in the mouth.
Fuck no. If I kiss you, I like you. Like I don't kiss people in the mouth. We can swap bodily fluids, but I ain't kissing you unless I really like you. Period. Point blank. And I ain't eating your pussy if I don't really like you either. But that's just all right.
Well, all right.
We're gonna get into our first break, our only break before we get into the emails. Before that, Cookie, do you have a lady? Do you have a cookie of the week this week?
Yes. Okay. So, unless you've been hiding under a fucking rock, you had to have seen Ari Lennox's picture that she posted yesterday on IG. Man. Yes. So that being said, she been doing her thing. I don't know if she got a new stylist or what, but she been popping. You hear me? I always loved Ari, but she's becoming a lot more fashionable, and you know, well, Well, I always felt like she was a woman, but I feel like she's getting her team together. You know, she's coming into her fashion sense. And I love it.
Listen.
And it was sexy, it was cute. And shout out to Ari. She's the cookie of
I
the week.
love my natural hair sisters, right? Love them. But she rocked that damn curly pineapple thing for so long. Maybe that's why I associate it with not like now she's like rocking different hairstyles. Her body has always been fucked. She's beautiful too. Like our Lennox is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And that whatever she uses for her skin, everybody needs to get on that routine because her skin and I don't even mean like when she's dolled up, because almost everybody's skin looks dolled up. But like when she goes on her IG lives and shit and she's just at the house and you can tell she's not all dolled up, her skin still looks great. Like that's something that in my older age I started paying more attention to, like my skin too, but other people's skin too. She takes great care of her skin. That shit is sexy as fuck. I can't even lie.
And she's funny as hell. Like her IG lives are comical. Like she can legit be a comedian. She's funny. She's a little weird, but she's funny and she's cool. And
I like that weird shit. I really do. I like that weird shit. That's something I've noticed too.
I told you, you're weird, so you know it meshes.
There you go. There you have it. All right, that was the cookie of the week. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into our break. When we come back, we're gonna get into listener submitted questions and emails. We'll be right back after this.
Being a mom is probably the most rewarding thing that I've ever done. I have my own company, but I'm a mom first.
A young urban mom, it's not an experience like any other. When you're young, you're growing with your kid. You're growing into that identity.
Developing and creating a community of moms that are basically sharing information with one another so that we can be stronger moms.
Perfect imperfection, beautiful chaos, doing the best you can every day, falling down 9 times but getting up 10. As long as you are led by love, you kind of can't lose.
Moms coming together to share information so that we can be great parents for our children.
Us being the change we wanted to see in the world. Yum came into existence.
We're back from break. We're going to get into listening to some questions and emails. Me and Lady are fuck. Listen, we need to get this Patreon up because when we do, we're going to post like the complete episode, unedited video so you guys get to see from the moment we start the call to the moment we end it. We fucking retarded. That's all I can say. We are special people. All right, let's get into the first one. This one is titled, "Should I be worried about how much my boyfriend Facebook and Twitter stalks his coworker?" So I've been with my boyfriend 4 years. The other day he came home and told me that his girlfriend, this girl, I guess that's supposed to be 18 years old, at work is really forward and flirtatious with him, going out of her way to stand next to him in their team briefs, etc. People overuse it. Stop fucking using etc. so goddamn much, people. I was on his phone in front of him with his permission, searching for someone on Facebook. I clicked on his search bar and saw her name. I had a bad feeling, so out of impulse, I went to his activity log, and he's been Facebook stalking this coworker excessively. We're talking 3 to 4 times a week, every week for a few months. She has also sent 2 friend requests, which he ignored. I also found out he has been searching her up like this on Twitter too. I confronted him and said it's totally innocent, and he said it's totally innocent and he's not interested and has no idea why he's been searching her so much, but he is not attracted to her. He's just bored. I said that can't possibly be true. No one would Facebook stalk someone like that unless they at least had a little crush. He has cheated on me once in the past. I made the decision to stay, but made it clear that any sign of funny business and I'll be gone. Am I wrong in thinking that this is innocent? Should I be worried about this? I don't feel like I can emotionally handle stuff whilst my relationship is supposedly surviving infidelity. What do you think, lady?
It's weird. Why are you stalking someone that you allegedly don't like? Like, I don't understand it. I don't know. It's weird to me. If I say go with your gut, if your gut is telling you that it's something crazy, then go with that. It's weird. I don't know if it's weird enough to where I would say break up, but because you've been cheated on before, I can see why you would want to. But I don't know. I can't help you with this one. It's weird.
That's the advice you got. I don't know. I can't help you with this one. It's weird.
I don't know. I don't know. Here's another reason I don't know. I have a coworker at work. He is Bengali. And he stalks people online too. He doesn't necessarily like them. He's just nosy as fuck. And he wants to know what's going on with people. He found out a few personal things about people in our office just from stalking them on the web and social media. So I don't know. Like I said, it's weird. It might not necessarily mean that he likes her. I don't know. It's weird. I can't help you. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, it's definitely weird. And I think that's what needs to be addressed. How? Because it's creepy, right? It's just fucking creepy. Like, let's just leave it at, regardless if he's interested or not. Like, to look at somebody's page that much, that often, and then not accept their friend. Well, I can understand why he didn't accept the friend request, because he's already told. Well, he's noticed that she's flirtatious, and he's told his woman, so don't accept that friend request. But I just don't. And maybe I'm just not that nosy of that into people, or I don't care that much what the fuck people have going on. Even if I was interested, let's say, to just see, hey, I wonder if this person's on Facebook, and just be nosy real quick. That's it. Satiate that and then go the fuck on. The fact that you repeatedly are doing it multiple times a week, to me, says that there's something there. Even if it is just a, she's so flirtatious with me. I don't know. I don't know. Like you said, it's weird.
It's weird. But here's the other thing. Why reject her friend request multiple times if you're stalking her? Wouldn't you accept it to see what the fuck is going on? Because just because people have public pages, not every post they do is public. So one would think if you were that pressed to figure out what the fuck she was doing, you would just accept the friend request.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know.
This is a weird situation, especially because my thing would be, and I'm just working through my thoughts here. If he was interested in her, you would think he wouldn't have brought up to his girlfriend that somebody was being flirtatious with him at work, right? He would have just never brought him up. At least that's what I would think. Negative? Okay.
See, here's the thing. Some men tell the truth about stuff like that because it's easier for them to get away with shit once they decide to do it.
Okay.
Don't say I didn't school you, but so that don't mean nothing.
That makes sense.
Because for all she know, she could be the girlfriend. For all she know, it's just this woman at work that has a crush on my man. But he could be at work smashing the brakes off her and blowing up his phone, and she's like, why did this crazy bitch keep calling you? She has no idea what's going on. So to her, it's like, this crazy bitch at work likes my man and won't leave him alone. But he's really doing his thing. He's trying to cover his tracks.
I see what you're doing there. But my thing too is like, the thing that also raises another flag is, why is she sending multiple friend requests? Because to me, if I send you a friend request and you reject it, then that's telling me I know you got it. Like, it's not like it just mysteriously went away. So it's like, I don't know. There's too much here. Like, there's a lot of fucking weird shit going on. Like you said, at first you were like, it's just weird. I'm like, we can give some type of advice, but as I'm talking through it, it's like, I feel like something's missing. Something's fucking missing here. Like, it gotta be. We ain't getting the full story. If it's not that our listener isn't sending in the full story, but he's not telling somebody ain't telling something, because this shit is weird. We not getting we can only give you a certain amount of advice per the amount of information that we have. Per this information that we have, talk to him. It sounds like you already have. At that point, you got to determine whether you believe him or not. And you have the right to make that decision. If you think what he's feeding you is bullshit, call it out. If you choose to believe it, then you have to choose to believe it and move the fuck on. One way or another, you got to make a fucking decision. And right now, I ain't got it to give. I ain't got it. Talk to him. That's all I can say.
Trust your gut. That's what I always go with. Never stir me wrong.
There you go. All right, we got one. We got two more. What's the second email, lady?
I'm scared to read it because people make me look like a fool, but let's see. 6 years, no engagement. So I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years. We've lived together for 3 and been in an overseas country together for 2. I brought up the topic of getting engaged a few months ago, and he recently brought it up again. He said he wants to get engaged, but always pictured doing it in our home country where he could discuss the details and plan it with friends and family, and do it somewhere near our hometown that has meaning. He said he just didn't want to do it here in this country. I explained I didn't want to wait too long as I want to have kids. He said he would be happy to have kids now. I explained I wanted to wait until we were married or at least engaged. I also explained I did not want to rush into marriage. I would be happy with a long engagement. Okay. We recently had friends who broke up. They were together 3 years and there was no engagement, so the girl dumped the guy. My boyfriend said he had been thinking about that a lot and wanted to make sure I wasn't planning on leaving him for the same reasons. After this amount of time, I believe I'm starting to get a bit resentful, and the fact that I've had to ask him twice about it is making me feel like even if he did propose, it would be forced. Is there any way to fix this or get over it? I realize I'm getting older and don't have a lot of time left to waste.
Women.
Honey, you're contradicting yourself in your own message. You can't say that you want him to propose and get married and have kids, but then say you're not in a rush. Which is it? Because it sounds like you're rushing them. I don't know. Make up your mind.
People don't sit back and really think about what the fuck they're doing, because I feel like people don't want, like, something mentally, they don't want to come off like she doesn't want to come off like I'm rushing. But that is, if you weren't rushing, you would have no reason to, like, I get bringing up generally marriage, talking about future plans. But if you bring it up to somebody, hey, when are you going to propose to me? Hey, don't you think we should get engaged now? Hey, oh, you want to waste it? Women, stop fucking trying to push a man to propose to you. Listen, if a nigga doesn't want to propose to you, there is nothing you can, and then even if you do, let's say you do, get this man to be convinced to propose to you. And then when you guys are not happy, like, to even say you're fine with a long engagement, what is it that people have that it's like they covet just being, like, they're happy to say they're engaged, to say that they're working on something, and then you don't get married for another 10 years. What was the purpose? An engagement doesn't mean shit.
Why not just have the kids now then?
Yeah, like,
because even she says she wouldn't mind having kids once they get engaged. But even if you have a long engagement and never get married, then what? Even if you have an engagement and have a kid and then break up, then what? There's still the possibility that you cannot be with this person anymore. So either you want kids and you're going to have them with him, or you're going to wait until he's ready to propose. Like, don't rush the person. Don't rush him. Leave him alone. And then you need to think about it too, because you spent 6 years with this man. Do you really want to break up with him and spend another 3 years with somebody else?
To go through the same fucking thing?
I mean, there is a possibility you could get engaged sooner with the next person, and the next person could be your it. But you have to figure out, like, what is the percentage of that happening?
The thing is, okay,
so it's a risk.
This whole idea that things are supposed to naturally progress. Like, don't get me wrong, marriage. At some point, if marriage or at least a long-term committed relationship isn't the goal, you're wasting your time. I understand that. But the idea that people have these check marks in their head that it's like, oh, we've been together now, bam, let's get engaged. Oh, after about 2 to 3 to 5 years of that, boom, let's get married. Without the work being done to get to that place, all you're doing is fucking just swapping one title for another. This is why so many marriages don't work, because people magically think that the title of a wife is going to mean more if you haven't done the work to appreciate her being your wife, or even to really earn the fact of being someone's wife. Like, it's not just this thing where you get married and poof, now you guys are going to be together forever. It doesn't work that way. Everybody progresses at different times. He may be saving you guys heartache by not rushing to get engaged and to get married, only because there may be something in him. Doesn't mean that he doesn't love you, doesn't mean he's not committed to you, but there may be something in him that he's not ready for marriage, and it could hurt you in the long run. Like, people got to stop with this shit.
He could be saving for a ring. He could be saving for the wedding. Like, you don't fucking know. Don't be one of those nosy bitches that go prying and then you ruin the surprise too. Like, I hate those hoes. Stop doing that. Let shit happen naturally. I do. Oh, it annoys me.
I love you, Tia. Never change. I love the hell out of you. I swear to God, I do. Never change.
My head is pounding.
Oh man, did you?
They're making my head hurt worse.
Speaking of, did you see the thing? It was like all on. Well, you haven't been on social media a lot, and I wish I would have grabbed a screenshot of it so we could have talked about it. But it was this couple. They he DM'd her. It was like September 2nd. They went on their first date September 17th, and then they're married October 20 whatever. Like, did you see that shit?
Yeah, I did.
That shit is crazy, but and that goes to show there is no perfect way. I think it even said that they've been married now 3 years since then or something like that. It was an update on how long they've been together since then. That shit, sometimes that shit does, like some people do meet and they know that they want to get married, but usually, at least in the cases that I've seen, those are people who are later in life. They probably gone through several relationships, know more what they want, and they're more complete people. But I mean, it happens, but at the same time, don't let stories like that make you think that it's just going to be like that for everyone. It doesn't work that fucking way.
There's no real time limit. Like, if you listen to the older folks, a lot of them got married young and fast, and they've been married for 30, 40, 50 years. But it just depends on the people involved. Like, just let the shit happen when it happens. If you're that pressed to be a mother, have a baby and be happy with the man that you're with. Like, just relax.
There you go. Chill, sis. Let's get into this last email that we have. I know lady's not struggling, but she's pushing through this one like a trooper. I love my lady. This last one. Should I tell my boyfriend that I have a thing for his dad?
What the fuck?
For some reason.
Some daddies are cute now. You know I like them old, so I can understand. But I wouldn't say that to him.
That shit is wild, yo. Like, for some reason lately, I've been thinking about my boyfriend's dad. Me, boyfriend, and his dad is in his mid-50s, I'm sure of. The other night, me and my partner were in the room on our computers. I was playing the game, and his dad comes in and starts telling me what moves to do next. Then my partner starts telling me where I should move to next, and it started to turn me on both of them telling me what to do, but speaking over top one of another, proving who's better. Oh, you got some weird shit going on. A little after his dad left, I could see myself getting wet, so I started to touch my partner till I made him hard and sucked him dry. Meanwhile, I was also hoping his dad may come back into the room and make me suck his dick. Oh.
This is a white
It
girl.
got to be.
Alone.
Woo! This is weird because I haven't ever thought of his dad like that, but the last few weeks I have been, and especially after the other night. It feels wrong, but it kind of turns me on, and I don't think I'd ever do anything with his dad unless it was my boyfriend and his dad together. Should I talk to my boyfriend about this? I think some of y'all just be sending some shit.
Hell no.
Listen.
Not to be black. A white man might go for it, but not a nigga, no. He would try his hardest not to beat your ass. If he is black, don't say nothing. Just keep it a fantasy. Use it in your head when you play with yourself at night. Don't say nothing to this boy about this shit.
Is it okay to say I was sucking my boyfriend's dick and I secretly hoped his dad would walk in and make me suck his dick too?
It's 2020. Bitches is doing any and everything.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Y'all motherfuckers. Y'all some nasty. Listen.
It's quarantine.
Oh my
People are
Jesus.
bored.
Oh my Lord, have mercy upon my everlasting soul. If somebody motherfucking came to me and said they fantasized about my dad and they wanted me and my dad to fuck them, bitch, you got to go. Go home, please. You gotta go. First of all, no, that shit is nasty. I don't even listen, because now that you've brought that to me, now that image has now somehow gotten in my head. If somebody says, "Hey, I want you and your dad to fuck me," there's no way you can avoid having that image, even if it's for a split second. You a nasty motherfucker. I'm grossed out. You gots to go. You gots to go. This is it.
You wouldn't do it and then just dump her.
Fuck. What? Fuck no.
Hey. Some young men, their dads are young whippersnappers still, and they still got it.
That's fine. That's all fine and dandy. I'm sure my daddy blows some motherfuckers back out on a regular. I'm sure he motherfucking does. I'm sure he does. But listen, that shit ain't got shit to do with me. That's not my ministry. I don't need to know about it. I don't need to see it. Definitely don't need to be in the same room while it's happening. No. No, no. You know what? This probably traumatizes. Like the only thing that I could think, almost everybody has walked in on their parents if their parents were together having sex at some point in their life.
I haven't.
You never walked in on your parents having sex?
My sisters have, but I haven't. I've never
missed some
have.
shit. That shit is the most traumatizing thing you could ever do in your life. And so you want me to relive that and be an active participant? No, I'm good on that shit. I am good. Fuck that. Fuck you for making me think that. I am good on that shit. As far as if you should tell your boyfriend, tell him if you want to risk the fact of getting punched in the neck. That's all I can say about that. Listen.
I'm telling you, for some reason, I think white boys will go with it, but a black person is not going to, it might be racist, it might be, fuck it, but I don't think it's going to happen with a black boy.
You'd be surprised. Listen.
You might get a black boy and his best friend. You might get a black boy and his homie. But him and his dad, I don't know. That seems like a white boy thing.
All that shit. No. That's a demon that I don't need in my life.
Maybe I think that because I like some of the porn that I used to watch, it was like mom and daughter and it was all white
porn,
people.
though.
So
like, that's
sorry.
Different.
I know. Sorry.
I mean, people be in some freaky fucking shit. That's just not something. That ain't my ministry. I can't do it. I am good on that one, homie.
I'm trying to think if I ever had a boyfriend where I thought his father was cute. No. I had a best friend in high school. Her father was cute. I used to flirt with him all the time. Just to make her mad.
No, I ran into.
But,
I'm trying to. Oh no. Never mind. I'm not gonna tell that story. No, so peek behind the curtain. I was like 14. I told the story in the group. One of that old woman who my mom used to do her hair that basically well, technically I guess it would be molestation. I did date her daughter in high school, so I guess I've had a mother and daughter in that way. But it wasn't at the same time or no shit like that.
You're just as weird. I told you was weird.
I'm not weird.
The mother and the daughter at different times. Same shit.
Listen. Hey, at least I know the good pussy run in the family.
And you would be the one who would fuck your girl and your daddy. I know it. I know it. You got half white in you. I know it.
That shit ain't never happening. First of all, fuck no. I don't want no. That shit is never fucking happening. I'm good on that shit. I'm almost at the point now where I don't even want two women. I've had my fun. I've had my threesomes. I've had my orgies. I'm good on all that shit right now at this point. I'm good on it. I told you I still want to I want to watch two women have sex and just sit in the back and drink tequila. I don't even want to touch nobody. Other than that, I'm good on all that. I've done my days of multiples. I'm good on that shit. I'm done. I'm getting old. I got a bad back and a bad knee. I can only do so much. I'm good.
Lord.
Dun, dun, dun. That has been another episode of Love, Lust, and Badass Soul. Tia, go ahead and give me your social media. Let's get the hell up out of here.
Do I want to give my social media? I don't need no weirdos asking for me and my mama and my info.
I mean, your mama is fine.
See what I'm saying? It's the First Lady, DAFIRST_LADI on all platforms.
And you can follow me at CEO Haize, that's CEO HAIZE. You can follow us collectively at Love, Lust, and BAS Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, lovelustandbas@gmail.com. If you want to send us a voicemail, you can do so at 614-547-2039. We're the #1 adult podcast in the world. We out this bitch. Peace.
Bye.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.
Bye.